Hey y'all, hey. It's me, Sabrina, just Brina. If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you subscribe. But to my old faithfuls, everyone who has already subscribed and who has been with me on my natural hair journey since my first big chop, how y'all doing? I've been gone. I haven't did a video like in 2 years, so I'm going to give you a 2-year recap and tell you why I did this second big chop. Okay, my second big chop, what made me do it? So here's a 2-year recap of what's been going on in my life. So like many others around the world, we have been in a pandemic. And so when the pandemic started, of course, my job, we got to work from home. I was happy about that. Like, yay, I get to work from home. My favorite place to be is home. A good meal, movies, I'm home. So everything was fine, you know, and working from home was great. And so since I had all this time at home, I decided, okay, I can start to make some updates around my home. And so I started to do some very much needed updates. Like I updated my bathroom. I updated, you know, the paint color in my house. I even turned my attic into a closet, which I love. So I did a lot of updates or whatever. And so that kind of like took my time, my energy, my mind. And of course, during this time, since I'm working from home, I'm not cutting on my camera in meetings. So my hair is just back in a ponytail. But everything was fine and dandy. Just throwing my hair in a ponytail, not really paying attention to my hair. But that's when the neglect started. But from me not going outside like I used to, because normally I would drive to the metro station and catch the metro and metro into work. And then I would walk a couple of blocks to my building. So every day I got sun. Lunchtime I would go out. I would be in the sun. So from lack of sun and going out, I had what, y'all? A vitamin D deficiency. So that's when I started to notice, and this was probably like a year after after working from home, I started to notice that my hair was now brittle, dry. It wasn't maintaining moisture. The products that normally worked for me no longer worked for me. My hair was still extremely long, still extremely thick, but my products wasn't working the same. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, something wrong with these products, you know, because every product I would use would be like, it wouldn't work. So I'm like, okay, like what's going on here? So I knew it had to be something with my hair, but I didn't care enough because I had a lot going on. So at this point, I had started to lose family members to COVID, and it just was a stressful time in my life, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of other people's lives. But I just kept my hair in a ponytail, and I neglected to really figure out why my hair was like that. It wasn't until the year 2, like the end of the year, in December, I never go out. I was never doing anything. I decided, hey, let me go to a party. So me and my best friend, we go to a party, and guess what? We both got COVID. I'm sorry for putting your business out there, but we both got COVID, right? And so, okay, all right, we got COVID. Little did I know, like, this point of me having COVID, my hair started to shed. And it was shedding, like, a lot. Like, to the point where I'm like, am I sick or something? Like, I noticed, like, my hair just was shedding. And when I had went to this party in December, my hair, I had a silk press because I had a photo shoot. Because if you don't know, I started my own business. I started a online boutique, justfashionsboutique.com. Had to plug that in there. So check it out. But I started my own boutique. And so not only was I like stressed and depressed from family members passing away, but now I have this new business venture, which made me happy, but also it was a lot of work because I did everything myself from the ground up. So it was a lot of work, but I'm so very happy and blessed to be able to, be quiet, Bella, to be able to do all that, right? So I had got a silk press for the photo shoot for the boutique. I'll insert some pictures so you can see what's going on. But I had got a silk press, and as you can see, my hair was nice, bouncy, flowy, healthy. Everything was fine. But even though I did notice during this time my hair still was brittle and dry because of the lack of vitamin D. Crazy. So from December to January, February, March, my hair just was shedding, just shedding out, shedding out, shedding out. And like when I tried to do a wash and go, my wash and go was thin as hell. Like I'm so used to my hair being so thick, so fluffy, you know, everyone thinking I got pieces in my hair, a wig on or whatever, to now my hair just being straggly. When you look at my hair outside, you can see the sunlight, the light through my hair because it was just so thin and so broken off. It was a mess. And that, like, no one really knew because my hair was so thick. So they still looked at the little bit of hair that I did have and think, oh, you have a lot of hair. But I knew my hair was gone. Like, I went from not being able to use a regular ponytail holder. I normally can't use one of these to put my hair in a ponytail. Like, they're too, you know, I will always have to use, I thought I had one here. But I will always have to use like the headbands, the larger scrunchies, the headbands to be able to put my hair in a ponytail. Because these would pop because my hair was too thick for these. So that was a wake up call for me. And I was like, what in the world? Like, my hair is so thin. And it was so thin that I didn't even want to wear a wash and go anymore because it no longer looked good to me. And also the product still wasn't working the same. So I thought if I bought new products, if I switched up my method, you know, that, you know, stuff would start to get back regular, but it did not. And I went to the doctor. I made a doctor's appointment for a full physical. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor let me know, well, you know, once the test results came back and everything, all my blood work, it showed that I had a vitamin D deficiency. And also the doctor informed me, having COVID, a lot of women experience hair loss because your hair goes through the phase. You know, you have 3 phases of hair growth, or when your hair is not growing and when your hair is shedding, but it does that all simultaneously, all at once or whatever. But sometimes COVID can push your hair into, I believe it's the tefium. I don't know. I got to look up the word and find the word. But the phase where your hair sheds, it pushes your hair into that phase and that phase only. And then you have a lot of shedding instead of hair growing in and growing and hair maintaining at once. You just have a lot of shedding at once. So I started taking vitamin D. I take, you know, a multivitamin as well. The vitamin D, you know, extra boost, you know. And I started to go back outside. And that totally, you know, made me feel so much better. Like, just me and my best friend, we booked a trip. We went to Jamaica. And just being outside under the sun in Jamaica, like, I felt the difference immediately. Even with my hair started to feel more moisturized. And it's crazy, like, what the sun can do for us. But my hair started to feel more moisturized. My attitude was better. I just felt better overall. And I told myself I'm just going to get out more and do more. And so that's what I started to do. And I've been feeling better ever since. I also made me an appointment to get my hair cut. And, you know, I wasn't sure how much, but I knew that I wanted the damage gone. And it was days where I wanted to pick up the scissors and just cut my hair down to a little bit of hair, like where I knew healthy hair was growing in. Because from me taking the vitamins and starting to go back outside, and I started back working out, I can see the healthy hair growth coming back in. And it was started to look like I had a bowl on my head, because it was like the hair coming in was nice and thick, like what I'm used to. And then it was just those little straggly strands just hanging, and I hated it. And so I just kept throwing my hair in a ponytail because I didn't want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to deal with that. So I just kept throwing it in a ponytail. And I made my appointment to get it cut. The appointment had to be months out because I made it with Fiddleheads in DC. Is a salon, and it specializes in cutting natural curly hair. So a devacut is what some people call it, but they specialize in cutting natural curly hair. And I went to Vicky, and I thought to myself that I want to continue going to her to, just to continue to get in my hair cut once every 6 months, just to keep a nice shape and, you know, all of that. And so I went there. My experience was very, very good with her. I told her, you know, what's been going on in my life, and that my hair shedded a lot. And I showed her a picture so she can see, because when I sat in her chair, I told her to cut it all off, like cut all the damage off. And she was like, well, we can gradually grow out your healthy hair and then start, just cutting little by little. No, that's not gonna work for me. I just want to cut the damage off. And that's what I did. And it felt great. Like, it felt great to feel my hair and to feel how thick it is, the thickness of it, and not just go down to those thin strands. So my first look since big chopping is this protective style. I really love it. And I plan on keeping this in for no longer than 2 months. And then when I take it out, I'm going to review a product for y'all. So please be sure to subscribe, because there are going to be a lot of product reviews, and I think you're going to want to know, and you're going to want to watch, because you're going to want your hair and your curls popping. So look, subscribe to my channel, okay?